Hi folks and welcome. My name is NJ Yosh. Tonight we're going to play a little Subnautica. I've played Subnautica before. I was playing around with it a little bit the other day to make sure I remembered how everything went because it has been a couple of months since I've played. But we're going to start a new game here. I like to play on survival. It's not quite all about the dead is dead, so I don't play on hardcore. To make creatives is no fun. So Subnautica, for those of you who don't know, is a open world crafting survival type game. You crash land in a life pod from your spaceship, which you can see blowing up on the screen here. Crash land on this water covered world, and you have to collect resources, build up a little base, and survive, essentially. This is an early access game, so it is not finished. There are bugs in it, although they have gotten a lot better. They are do continually release new updates with more features and new stuff. And they are saying eventually there will be an end game where you can escape the world. But as of right now, it's you're just building a base and surviving and exploring the world as it is. We start out here with our ship crashing, and I'll let the cutscene play and come back afterwards.
Attention. Hull failure imminent. All personnel abandon ship. Launch in 3, 2, 1.
That seems like it would hurt. As we wake up here, we're not in the best of shape. So, obviously, first thing we gotta do here, take care of this fire extinguisher. Now grab this fire extinguisher and take care of this fire. Alright. Now it's going to automatically bring up our PDA, which is our inventory management, has all of our information we find, crafting recipes, that type of thing.
To keep you alive on an alien world.
Okay, this is our inventory here. This is our equipment. We have nothing equipped right now. We have to make some equipment. And got some storage over here. Oops. We're just going to throw that in there for now. We do have a little bit of food and a little bit of water. We're not quite low enough on food. Down here in our lower right, we've got health, food, and water bars, as well as oxygen for when we're underwater. We're not quite low enough on food or water to use any of that yet, so we'll come back to that. This medical kit fabricator will periodically generate a new med kit, so that's kind of handy. And then we've got some stuff in here that's damaged. This secondary systems here and the radio here are both damaged. We'll need a repair tool to fix them, which we have to collect some resources to get. And this is the fabricator where we, use stuff we collect to make stuff. But first thing we're going to do is get some resources. Now that flying thing is one of the new things since the last time I played. Not quite sure what it is yet, but that'll be interesting to discover. So we're just going to dive on in here. Alright, so when you first come in, grab some of these peepers if I can. They're good for food. When you first come in, a couple things you're going to be wanting to get is quartz. Quartz is always good. You want that. Sea glide fragment, but I don't have a scanner for that yet. But you want limestone, which is telling me to break limestone. You can break these. I'm sorry. You want metal, which you can find in limestone outcroppings. There's copper. Had some titanium. Copper is very important. We also are going to want to grab some of these acid mushrooms. The copper and the acid mushrooms make a battery, which we'll need for some stuff. Yeah, and I'm going to drown if I stay underwater for too long. So get some. You can also pick up metal salvage here, which you can turn into titanium. And then the other thing we're gonna kind of go straight for while we're down here is tease one of these guys. Oh, yeah, you want to stay away from him because he explodes. But you want to get him to come out. Just make sure there's not another one here. Yep. That hurt. Thought I heard another one. But when they come out, they leave sulfur, which is needed for the repair tool. Just go up here, get some more oxygen. And then the last thing we're going to go for before we head back in is... Ooh, watch out for hitting that guy. These kelp-like things over here, we want some of the seed pods off them. They're glowing seed pods. And boy, I don't see any glowing. Normally I can see them from quite far off, the seed pods. Oh, they're there. Okay. So I'll just get some more oxygen, head over that way. We'll need that to make one of the
Life on this planet grows
first two. The two most important things to make first are a knife, which we need rubber for, which you make out of this creep vine seed clusters. Let's grab a bunch of them. And a scanning tool, which you need a battery, titanium, and quartz, I believe. Although I think it might be glass, but you turn the quartz into glass. So we're just going to head back here. How's my inventory? Almost full, but I can pick up a few more things. Grab a little bit more metal. So let's grab that. Alright, that should be a full inventory now. So there's a couple of kinds of fish that are important. These peepers are good food. These bladderfish here, guess I had at least one more spot, are good for, you can turn them into water. So that's a good source of fresh water. So we'll just come in here. You can get in and out of the top or bottom of the life pod. Alright, so we go in here. We go to basic materials. We're going to turn some of that metal salvage into titanium. We do have some titanium that we collected also, but and then we're going to turn seed clusters into rubber. Enough to do that twice, so I'm going to do that 3 times. Okay, wasn't really sure how many I grabbed. Apparently I grabbed a bunch. Alright, well, we're going to stop with that. Alright, and then we're going to turn our acid, mushroom, and copper ore into a battery. We're going to go down here. We're going to turn this bladderfish into water. That's always good. Alright, and then here we have equipment and tools. Here under tools, we're going to make a knife. And tools will automatically go down into your hotbar down here, but you can also move them around. And a scanner. Alright, and then the next thing we're going to want is a repair tool. We don't have any salt though, that's okay. We can go out and grab some of that. What else do I have on me? I want some glass, because I also want to make oxygen tank. I'll use some of that extra rubber to make fins. That'll help a lot. Swim faster, breathe longer. That's always good. Equipment like that will automatically, when you make equipment, it will automatically equip here. Alright, so I still have some space, or some stuff in here, so let's make another thing of rubber and a thing of lubricant. Mostly, I don't need them right this second, but mostly to use up space. So we're going to just toss all this rubber in here, toss that in there, toss the lubricant in there. We're going to go ahead and we're going to drink that, and we're good. Alright, let's go back out. Let's find some salt. Yeah, there's all kinds of animals. Those guys there you want to stay a little bit away from. They're not aggressive, but when you get close to them, they pop out these little yellow pods. Let's see if I can show it without getting too close and popping them, making them explode. See, they'll pop out those, and then those pods will explode into poison. Alright, so we want to cut that a little bit. That turns into, mostly because it was just telling us to, oh, those guys will chase you. Go away. They're attracted to metal, so having the knife out isn't necessarily a good thing around them. Alright, so we're going to grab here, grab that salt, grab this quartz, and head for the surface. Oop, I can cheat. Get a little air there. I think I saw some salt. Yep, there's some more salt. No, I'm not that hungry. Relax. Get away.
Oxygen.
Another thing I want to do. See about grabbing some more. Need some more copper. So we're going to hit a couple more of these. These can drop copper. They can drop limestone. Or I'm sorry, they are limestone. They can drop copper. They can drop titanium. I don't know if the limestone ones break to anything else anymore. They used to also drop lead, but I haven't gotten any of lead in it. Oop, got a peeper. That's good. Grab a few more of these. It's a little dark in here, but alright.
Trend is consistent with damage to the Aurora's
And find my way out of here before I get trapped underwater and drown. Alright, so now that we have some salt, we can make a repair tool. And we can make it look slightly better in here. We're just going to cook. You can either cook the fish for food, or if you have salt, you can salt it to make cured food. The cured food lasts longer. The cooked food will spoil relatively quickly. But since I'm planning to eat it right now, I don't need to waste my salt. So I'll just eat that. I'll drink that. Alright, so let's repair this. So that stops being annoying. Not 100% sure exactly what that does, other than turn the lights back on. But this will get messages periodically. It's got one right now. It's relatively useless, but you'll also get notifications with coordinates to other crashed life pods. Not that there's any survivors, but there's good stuff at them sometimes. Alright, so what's next on our list? Well, I'd really like to get some silver, so we can start making, so we can make wiring kits and stuff. We need to get some stuff to make a computer chip, so we'll need some gold, because the next thing I want to make is a habitat builder. So I need a battery and a computer chip. Battery, I need another copper and some more table coral. Computer chip, no, I have the copper, okay. Computer chip is copper wire, gold, and table coral sample. I can make the copper wire. That's in here under electronics. It takes 2 copper. I believe I had 3, so I think I can still grab some acid mushrooms and make a battery. See, it's dark now, so it's a little harder, and the aggressive animals will be a little bit more aggressive at night. And since I need to go into that area, it's kind of a little bit problematic, but we'll see what we can do. No, I'm going to go messing with more of those guys. that. We're going to stay away from that guy. Well, now that I have the scanning tool here, I can scan stuff. This is just furniture that I can make in a habitat, but I like to scan it anyway. This is a gravity trap. This is great if you have a hard time catching fish. You make that and deploy it, and it'll pull the fish towards you. Pretty handy. Kind of traps them right next to it. So I get some more oxygen. I also want some silver so I can increase my tank size, so I don't have to climb for oxygen quite as often. Oh, beacon fragment. Beacons are to put waypoints, to save waypoints on the map. Boy, I should not be in this area.
Short-range scans suggest this biome supports extensive biodiversity.
That's it telling me I should not be in this area. It is a little dark. Alright, I'm gonna go get more oxygen. Really need to get some silver to make my oxygen tanks bigger. Which what I'm looking for that, see that pop up on the right hand side there, that's telling me there's another message back at my base to listen to. Well, back at my life pod. You can build that message center in your bases too once you have a base set up. It is really, really not easy to find fish. Sandstone fragments in the dark. But it seems like it might be starting to get lighter, so that'll be good. Sandstone fragments are not found in the safe shallows, which is the area right around my base. You have to go at least into the kelp forests, or creepvine forests, or I'm not exactly sure what they call them. They look kind of like this, but not quite. Oh, I guess you do still get lead from limestone fragments. They're rounder and reddish, and I'm sure other people have seen them. Oop, there's one. Silver ore, that's good. Nope, go away. Go away, go away, go away. Throw a fish at them, maybe distract them. Or appease them.
30 seconds.
Need more air. Try to spot them as I swim away so I know where to go. Going back in, but did I bring that med kit with me? Yes, I did. Let's use that. Cause oops, wrong button. Go. I believe you also can eat fish raw, I think. I'm not positive about that. So, don't quote me on it, but it's possible. Go away. I hear you. It's all limestone. I really need some gold. Really would like some gold. Those things over there are very, very dangerous. And frequently around them is a creature called a mesmer.
30 seconds.
That kind of tries to like hypnotize you and force you into there. Okay, that's a sick guy. There's an infection in the water. A couple updates ago they put that in. Don't know exactly what it does, but it's part of the main story, kind of, that's kind of runs in the background of this world. Alright, so we got 1 gold, 2 gold, and we got a silver, so we're gonna head back here, grab a couple quartz on the way, maybe a boomerang fish. Not the best food, but it's food. Grab. Alright, Here. Nope, that didn't work. Okay, it distracted him. Alright, we're going to slash these off and grab a couple of these. Ow. Alright. Time to go back. Missed him. It's alright. I'm not too worried about food right now. Okay, let's play that. Do not attend without radiation protection. Yep, I don't have radiation protection. That's something we can make later. Sorry, my cat's making noise in the background. Alright, so... yep, just picked up some... Since I grabbed some other fish, even though I don't bring them back, it put in the recipes for cooking them. And what do we want? We want a high-capacity tank. That takes the silver ore. Computer chip and battery. I think I am going to need my silver ore for a computer chip, or is that only gold? Oh, that's only gold. Okay. So, what I can do is I come in here, take that off. You have to. It has to be in your inventory to do anything with it. Make glass. Okay. I can make glass. Picked up quartz. It can't be on you to upgrade it, so you have to take it off, put it in your inventory, then, oh, I need 2 glass. And then you can upgrade it. I don't remember what it was without, what the standard one was, but the high capacity is a lot higher, I think. I think it was 60 with it, maybe it was 90. But now you can see it's a lot higher. So, tools, and build the habitat builder. Now, these things, the repair tool, the scanner, and the habitat builder, all require power. The batteries will last a while, but you will need to eventually recharge them. And to do that, you need to find a recipe for a battery charging station. But we're not there yet. We're not too worried about it, so we'll get there. All right, let's go build the first pieces of our base. So where do we want to build? I think we're going to build. Let's see, which way is? All right, Aurora is that way. We don't want to build over towards it, so let's go out here. We don't want to get too close to those sharks that hang out in that area. So I should put this away while I'm swimming, so I swim faster. Is that a... Yes, it is. Mobile vehicle bay fragment. That's great. Is there another one in here? Yes, there is. See, this one takes... You need to find 3 fragments before you can build it. Some stuff is 3, some stuff is 2. Depends on how overall important it is. Alright, we're going to build... I think I've built here before, but we're going to build right here at the edge of the kelp forest and the sandy shores. So what we're going to want is we're going to want a foundation. And the placement can be a little wonky. Yeah, we'll do that. Alright. We want a regular compartment. And I keep doing that. I keep clicking the wrong one. And we're out of titanium. Okay. That's fixable. Let's see. Any limestone chunks around here? I really should have collected some more resources before getting started, but I just want to get a couple pieces down, show you how that works, and before we call it a video, because we're getting up there in time. So I may have to. Let's just grab that. Oh crap, I may have cut it a little too close to my oxygen. As you can see, the world's going dark. Oh, but there it is. Okay. Alright, so we're going to head back to our base so we can turn that scrap metal into titanium. Oh, and also any other metal salvage. Sorry, not scrap metal. Basically the same. Grab this while we're here. The Sea Glide we can build to help us move around faster through the water. It's like a little powered cart thing that you hang on to and it runs through the water. Okay. So we need that. And before we leave here, let's just double check what we're going to need for the hatch. Hatch is glass, so we'll need to make a piece of glass, and solar panel is quartz and titanium. Okay, so let's go in here, let's make a piece of glass.
Caution. Continued degradation of the aurora.
And that's telling us that the thing is going to explode at some point.
Continuing to monitor.
Which is not, you don't want to be around that when it happens. Okay, so that has everything we need to make our base. Now we just have to remember where we went. So I kind of got a little distracted. Missed. Oh well. That's not what I'm worried about right now. Okay, so we're over here. That's where those beacons come in handy, because it can be a little disorienting. I'm not, especially since I'm only partially paying attention to what I'm doing and while I'm trying to swim around and collect things and talk. Put that away. Swim faster. Alright. Still glowy because we ran out of, it's not fully built, we ran out of materials in the process. So we'll just stick a hatch on this end. Has no power, so it has no air in it. So what we need to do is make a solar panel for it. Solar panels only work down to a certain depth. I don't know what exactly that depth is, but now I can go in here and I can breathe and recharge my oxygen. Alright, so that's good. Now, this is the start of our base. Obviously, a lot to go on it. Don't look much yet, but we'll work on it. But for now, I think that's going to call it a video. Thank you so much for joining me. And if you liked the video, leave a like, as everyone knows always helps. And we'll hopefully have some more videos out for you very soon. Thanks a lot, and have a good night.